Alright, what is up, beautiful people? So, yesterday I took a trade on Asia Friday, and I'll be doing a trade breakdown as to why I took the trade. And yeah, so pretty much coming into the market open here, I did see that we were in the middle of two gaps. We had a 4-hour gap over here, a bullish gap that we tapped into, reacted off, and then we had a 4-hour bearish gap as well. So coming today, I didn't really have a bias narrative. So usually when these two are, when there's two high time frame gaps or key levels, I want to see a reaction on the lower time frame, and then I trade just on the initial reaction because I don't know if it's gonna go up or down, but we're gonna trade based off momentum here. So this is the trade I took. So you guys can see we were creating our way up to this 4-hour gap until open, and once we did hit open, it started, price just started going down. So to me, what I did see is we're reacting off the 4-hour, and are we creating any PD arrays? Let's take a look. So this has not formed yet, but on the 5 minutes we did create a bearish fair value gap. And right here, literally the candle before open, we created a doji candle, meaning uncertainty. And then on the opening candle, the first 5 minutes was just a strong move down, 25 pips. So after the FVG was created, I saw bearish momentum coming in off the 4 hours. I need to see a break in the structure, and then I can look for an entry. Okay. And as you guys can see over here, we did get a break. We had not one break, but 2 breaks, which led us our entry over here. So this trade, yes, it went up first. It looks like we did retap that 5-minute gap, and then it dumped all the way to our take profit. Now coming into today, my main draw was the 4-hour gap right over here. And hey, I mean, if I did hold it, right, hindsight, I mean, it would have won right over here. But again, my strategy, I just need a 1-to-1. And yeah, yesterday we were on the right side of the market. We had the correct draw where the market wanted to go, and the last 2 days actually. So I had a trade on Wednesday and Tuesday, and let me show you guys this, because just looking back, and I did my journals, is those trades were based off emotion. It wasn't even valid setups. And let me show you guys what I mean here. Where's 8 p.m. yesterday? Because my draws were correct. Okay, this was October 2. I need October 1. October 1. Alright, let me see if I can see the trade yesterday. Okay, so yesterday's trade, I'm probably not going to see it, but basically our bias was to the downside. I believe it was somewhere over here. But basically what has happened is we entered on the wrong reaction. Let me see if I can find it. I do know we reacted off the 70 gap. This is pre-market. Oh, right over here. Okay, now I remember. So coming into the market for yesterday's trade, right, Wednesday, October 1st, and how I saw it is my draws were down. Okay, my draws were to the downside. We had these right here were my main draws, the hour lows. Okay, and if not that, there was one more here. There you go. So these are my 2 draws coming into today, and I was bearish, and of course I was bearish. Why? coming into the market, we were creating lower lows. So market structure, lower lows. Okay. So at opening, what do we see? Again, we had a momentum down. All right. So this is how I should have entered. And this is where I got stopped out, right over here. Where is that gap? I believe, yeah, this gap right here is where we got stopped out. And I'll show you guys why we lost this trade and why we should have took the other trade. So I just did a quick 1-to-1 here. And yeah, so the reason why we lose this trade actually is very simple. Two things. One, we didn't actually break this low, we did a wick. And what I always say is candles tell the story. Okay, without a clean break, this was more of a FOMO trade where, oh, I didn't want to miss the setup. Okay, so that's one thing. So that being said, I shouldn't have even taken this trade at all. And another key thing that you have to, if you watch my videos like in the longer times, I think I deleted them already though, but even though we're consolidating like this would still be considered right here a valid break. Okay, so if I did take this trade, this is the only entry I would have had, which looks like it would have not gotten filled, right? And we just target 1-to-1 or target liquidity, but we didn't get filled here, and that's it. I should have not traded at all yesterday. And then the trade on the 30th, man, that was just a stupid trade. So it was almost, and honestly, it was almost an A+ setup. But what ended up happening is, I'll show you guys an example. I don't think I can find it, but basically we were creating lower lows. This was my draw, and there was an entry here. So the last second on the candle, there was a gap. So I was putting my limits on, and literally a second before candle close, it moved 5 ticks, took out the gap before closing, and then we got reversed on. Now, the key thing for those type of trades is, because it's already invalid, I shouldn't be holding it. And I told myself, okay, I'll hold it because I already opened the position. No, as a trader, you gotta know when to cut your losses immediately, because that was an invalid setup, right? Same as yesterday, right? Because it's an invalid setup, I shouldn't be obligated to hold the trade. If it's a wrong trade, if it doesn't fit your strategy, you'll get out, bro. And what ended up happening last 2 days, I took a loser, and I was risking heavy on both those trades. So what ended up happening on my funded, you guys, is I got into a huge drawdown, like 2% drawdown, and my max loss is 3%. So yeah, man, I was so close to blowing the accounts. And today, I mean, we did have a valid trade, which is good. And now, I mean, my accounts, they're still 1.5% drawdown. And starting now, just realizing, I worked so hard to get these funded accounts. I'm not going to throw it in a few days, man. So what I'll be doing is, I'm actually just going to go ghost until I hit my first 10K month. So meaning, I'm not going to be trading on the Discords. I'm not going to be posting any videos until I can control myself. I get that 10K month, I can prove to myself, and I cut out all the noise. Because when I can trade with full clarity, this strategy is broken. The only thing that needs to be fixing is my psychology, how I trade, my conviction. But yeah, anyway, you guys, so I mean, good news is I still have 3 fundeds, right? Bad news is we did get into a little drawdown, but drawdown is where the real traders are created, and I know I'll get out of it. I just gotta stick to my rules, be patient, and man, I can't wait. I have a goal end of month, which a lot of days, honestly, and I could honestly hit it before November comes. But I want a 10K month, man, and I'll get it. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever that happens. Peace out.